I'm sitting here with Tom Coombs from the New York Jets. You know, Tom, the New York Jets was always was a great team I liked. Jets always just had.
First day before we go, thanks for having me, man.
Oh, man.
Good,
No
good to be here
problem,
with you.
man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming out, man.
My pleasure.
You know, I just want to ask you a couple questions. You know, what drives you? I know you come from a long distance to come here.
Right.
For the 127 Jerry Rice Toy Drive.
Right.
I know your passion behind kids. What drives you and motivates you to do this year after year after year? And, you know, when you guys, when you were playing ball, and today, you know, ball players, did you guys do a lot of this stuff when you played? Do you see more of it going on now than you've seen then?
Okay.
Give me a little insight on that stuff.
Great question, Dave. The passion part comes from, and I'll take a step back. I heard Mike Singletary say one time, he said that the issue that he has with the new players now is not the talent that they have, because they bring a wealth of talent. But he said that the tough part about coaching the new players is that the leadership. They come to the game with not a lot of leadership, and that's why some bad decisions are made at the wrong time in their lives. So the passion I have behind it is that I just want to make sure that the young guys have the coaching, they have the mentorship, they have the leadership that they can follow and copy. And so it gives them a role to follow, and that's why I like to do it. So it's I think it helps them out a lot.
You know, as a fan, it's really funny as a fan, you know, me growing up as a fan. You know, when I used to go out with my dad, you know, I used to see, you know, we'd go out to a place and ball players would sign stuff for free.
Right.
Nowadays, you go out and the guy wants $20, $30 for an autograph.
I know, that has changed.
Back when you played and you were doing all these charity events,
yeah,
you didn't charge $30. I mean, you didn't charge us to come out for Dennis tonight. You just came out with the Grace and Art. So,
right.
How do you see the difference from when what's playing now to when you guys played? Do you think these players should step up more to the plate and say, hey, you know what? If it wasn't for the fans paying my salary.
Yeah. Okay, great question.
Give me a little side on that.
Let me take a step back. In my time, when we used to go from the locker room just out to the practice field, there would be fans wanting to sign autographs, which was a tough time because you're trying to go to work and stuff.
Yeah.
But we still stopped, did the autographs, and there's no money involved with that. I believe, I think the players are getting a little bit too geared towards the payoff, especially when, as we both know, is like if you sign a single contract in today's athletics, particularly football, you're financially set for life, right? So I understand people getting to that goal, but you're getting so much money, I don't think you need to have take it down to the minutia of the autographs, of the ballpark, of taking the time with that.
You know what blows my mind? I'll give you a little example. Yesterday, before I came here, John Villa signed a bunch of stuff for me. I met with John Villa.
Yeah.
Played for the Raiders, and he's in the Super Bowl, played 76 Super Bowl. And we were talking, you know, and he said, you know, Dave, it's really crazy how, you know, Richard Seymour slapped somebody in the face. You see that game against the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yep.
In the face. He gets a fine of $25,000. John Villa says, I only made $50,000 when I played. No. $25,000 smacks him in your face. To them, it's like it's a crack. So to do that, it's not a big deal to them. It's just like getting a fine for being late, or getting a fine because your socks weren't pulled up high enough when the police came out, what you call sideline police came out and checked your stuff, or because you're late for practice, or you got suspended for carrying marijuana on you or something like that. And $10,000, it's no big deal. So, you know, you guys made $50,000. Here a guy gets $25,000. What is your thought about that?
My thought's not so much about the fine itself, because the money has changed so rapidly, differently. My question is might be what was going on, the cause of the slaps going on. I mean,
my intake of that as a fan.
Please.
I think that, you know, instead of charging him $25,000 for a fine, take $25,000, give it to a charity. Give it to, you know, Children's Hospitals and give it to a charity. You know, why does the NFL want to charge $25,000 and take that money and put it in their pocket? Give it to a charity. You know, hey, let me teach you a lesson. Put it to a charity that you think
Dave, I'm all for
that,
it.
you know, so that's my, you know, outlooking in from the fan. You know, I just want to thank you for coming out.
My pleasure.
It means a lot to us. I'm sure it means a lot to Jerry. Rice and Carolyn Hoskins from the NFL alumni to come out here and
Carolyn's great.
She's a great
Thank her for
person, man.
support. Thanks,
yeah,
Carol, for
to come out
support.
here,
That's
you know,
awesome.
let
Yeah.
me do this and help her to get a couple boxes of toys for extra. That's
Again,
great, man.
my pleasure. The distance is nothing. It's just giving back, and I just like to see that circle keep going.
Oh man, whatever we can make happen, you know, we'll keep happening. It's Walking with Passion and Respect. Hopefully, as our TV show will air the first of the year, we hope to get the message out there for, you know, the public to see that, you know, you guys need to be recognized and see all the hard work you do, continue to do, you know, through the years, back in the years, and today you're still donating your time to come out. That needs to be seen. Hopefully, as a show, we can let people see that, and we want to thank you for coming out again. Anything else you want to say before we close out?
No, I just really thank you for what you're doing, getting out there, getting the passion back on the streets. Really enjoy working with the alumni, and I like the guys that are giving back, and I'm glad to be part of it. So thanks for this time to meet the fans.
Thank you for coming out, man.
Thank you very
much. We'll be
much.
back with Walking with Passion and Respect. Next segment. Thank you so much.